aim fights early on, and you see, you know, Flamey with the Krieg, instant headshot, simple, instant follow-up. There it is. Those are the kind of things that, again, given the kind of players that are
Otra vez el gato aquí.
you want that a lot.
Le ha pegado el Exot,
No, but I like that too, because yeah, they found some individual fights, but most of it was due to teamwork, right? That Molotov in towards Toxic, which allowed Electronic to get the first kill of the round. Flamey, I believe that was a trade after his teammate that Boomich got taken.
2 rondas ha hecho solo Navi, En el lado terro.
Yeah, it's I mean the individual skill.
Eso, gato.
You know, they're reading the game the way that, you know, the defense has been presented.
Vaya shot.
Yeah, I mean it's absolutely great. But I feel like some of those
Se ha asustado y todo.
haven't been able to find earlier. They've just the friendship been so far back that even those things haven't been possible.
Well, this round could be heartbreaking, and this is so important. So let's focus up on this one because G2 is fully invested into this, and it's been such a great comeback from at one.
El graffiti del cartelito de baños para que no puedan tirar el smoke.
Absolutely battered, and all that hard work to claw back to be at 10 to 11 at one point, it could just disappear here.
¿Qué quieres? Qué pesado es, Dios mío, el gato este. La Virgen, es una pesadilla. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué?
Being granted restrooms control for now, Navi. Only Amanek there to keep an eye on it. Doubt he's going to stick around and fight forever.
Qué pesadito.
The off angle maybe could.
Sí, el último partido.
They just have so.
Que no voy a poder verlo porque ya va a llegar mi mujer.
Yeah, you're right. It could be heartbreaking. They had a very rough beginning and
potentially a rough end.
Yeah.
And potentially a rough end. But the time in
Cuando te rasques la alfombrilla te tiro por el balcón.
Te tiro por la ventana, pesado.
This double stack. This is where they're putting all their cards for this last round. What a great trade from Simple. He gets dinked though. He's down to 2 HP, which is going to make things much easier for Kenny. They didn't expect that follow-up, and he's actually going to get away. They could not punish him quick enough. That's huge.
Madre mía, tío. Una ronda de mochas y se van a perder. Creo que queda un Energy Made in Brasil o así. No tengo mucha fe en Zeus, la verdad.
Now it is a bit of I would say a bit of an edge as well, just having shocks left. He picks up a Krieg along the way, so not gonna have to rely on the CC, and that's a big deal too.
The time that Shox has to spend clearing out angles, though, is going to give so much time for this play from Zeus to come to fruition, and I think Zeus might have just won it just by his positioning.
200 IQ play.
To look where he just was 5 seconds ago. He was just coming through this angle, and now Zeus not seeing anyone defusing. It's going to be a 10-second defuse, and Shox, you could tell he's running out of time, and Zeus absolutely knows. He's read this very well. What a great example of just.
Muy listo, muy listo.
Muy
listo, Zeus. Que mira por la ventana. ¿Qué hay? ¿Hay un ratoncito para que cojas? ¿Un ratoncito para que cojas? Me mete presión mirándome, 20-13, ya está sin pelar y... Top. No esperaba que Electronic jugara tan mal este mapa, Uf, onda medio eco, para G2.
13-10. Guess a slight silver lining maybe.
El otro tiene cara como estar enfermo, como tener fiebre o algo.
There's still a chance for a return.
Well, there's a chance for a little bit of G2 returning the favor. Lucky and Shox pushing out of the monster tunnels have all the information that no one's at B. We saw Na'Vi win a round like this the second round in the first half when Boomich pushed and got all the information. Similar case here. G2 can stack up at the A bomb site. The tough part is Shox has the.
No te voy a dejar meterte ahí detrás.
If Na'Vi commit. The strongest weapon is not going to be in
action.
And Shox, I think, is just too far away for this to be secured in any sense. 14th round for Na'Vi.
Es que será malísimo haciendo kills, pero tiene spray control, tío. El gato quiere 1-1. El gato no quiere despegarse de aquí. Es mi bufanda gatuna.
You could even understand if you made
Está sentado jodido, o sea, está, dice, estoy a gusto, me quedo aquí.
That G2 pulled off in the previous round with Kenny S and Aminek.
Yeah, it could be.
They're like, all right, they're sneaky.
Y ronroneando.
Did this last time. Let's clear the corner the whole way.
That's good. You know, every little thing matters here, including, especially for Na'Vi right now, keeping all the rifles alive. The economy is probably the way that G2 can start to get back into this game, so...
I don't even think chasing this down is...
Yeah.
Even that, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I almost would like to see Na'Vi preserve what a little economy they do have, because you're exactly right. That is the best way for G2 to get back into the action. 2 kills, going to force 2 rebuys, and Lucky keeps the gun anyways. That's a lot of economy taken away from Na'Vi right at the end of the round.
Pues.
Yeah. It obviously...
Yeah.
It won't have an impact immediately now, but if G2 start to make their way back in the game, yeah, later on, those 2 rifles could be what you need. 14-10.
Es como un bebé igual.
Top round number 25.
Sí.
We do have
Eres un cagón, te asustas de todo. Va, suelta.
tough position here for G2 to be in.
Yeah, final timeout being used.
Trozos gigantes de pelos por todos lados, blancos.
Fair play, as long as they
Que después se me tropieza el rato con tus pelos y pierdo el aim.
From here on out, it's going to be whatever the 5 players in the server can think up. No more timeouts to have the assistance.
Buena ronda de Zeus.
14-10 as freeze time is coming to a close. You do have the up on Kenny S. No armor though. Glass cannon for him.
Buena rondita de Zeus.
On this T side, and he's got one now as well.
Aminek pushing forward. Only for a second there.
Con el mismo resultado, Simper intentó acuchillar a Nitro y perdieron la partida en 2-2.
Boost and look over at the birthday party.
We've seen lately, yeah. As well, it feels like there hasn't been a whole lot of action on that side of the map for Na'Vi on their offense. They've largely ignored that part of the game. I think once or twice they've sent Boomich there pretty much all on his own.
Me agobia el gato.
Kenny S in that position, not feeling any pressure, not seeing any action, wants to rotate away. I mean, this is the stage of the game where you look to your star players like Kenny S with the AWP and say, we want you to have an impact. And unfortunately for him, now that he's given up the position, Na'Vi going to come right back and attack it. Zeus with the bomb leading the way, Simple in support, Boomich and Flamey going through the main entrance of bathrooms, which is currently smoked off. And another aggressive stance for the B defense. Jackson Shocks take control of short water.
And this could be huge. Just even in terms of rotational time to get up to help that A-bomb side if they go for it. There's Shocks getting a kill on Flamey and Connector, but Simple, yeah, immediately return to take down Kenny. And Jax is also taking down Electronic. Na'Vi actually pushing the A-bomb side, but they could get flanked really quickly from Jax if there's just a little bit of time bought here. Lucky at the corner, Aminek with the crossfire, takes one and a quick double, and that's going to be such a nice tap. What a...
¿Qué sentido tiene esa bocha, tío? Con la SG, ¿qué sentido tiene? Si se estaba tirando para atrás y la milla estaba en Cuenca.
They keep 4 players alive, so they build up money. They've also got a free double up setup. One is going to be on Lucky, one is going to be on Kenny S. What a turn of events, and you're exactly right. Even though if Na'Vi, if they had all the success at that A-bomb site, that flank was going to come up the stairs behind them.
Pesado eres, Dios mío, qué cosa de gato más cansino,
This last kill is, that is so cool.
I don't even know if he would have chosen to tap there if he didn't have 4 bullets left in the magazine. I think he heard the click of the ammunition running out, and he was just like, well, I have to be precise. I have to just tap.
Yeah, it's not easy to do. Like, I feel like that is one of the harder things to do, is to transition out of a spray into tapping, you know?
Yes.
Doesn't always work that well. 14-11 though. Double AWP on the G2 side. And the economy for Na'Vi, well, under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, very stressed out. Boomich down to a CZ. They've got a 3-round buffer, so if they're forced to save here, it's not the end of the world.
Aquí estamos, Jevoneta.
Step in front of the re-smoke. Ooh, and that was a very patient shot from Kenny S. That he's probably frustrated it didn't connect. He took his time with that. He knows there's pressure here, and he's looking for the follow-up.
Molotov to put some more pressure on him. In fact, Aminek with a very
Electronic está jugando fatal.
They jump around the corner and almost hunting him down. Boomich nearly getting close to Kenny. There's a good kill for Simple. Still a 3-on-3.
¿Qué quieres,
25
pesado?
seconds
Déjame.
left here. Kenny unable to find a target at the moment, but Jackson.
Doberman, joder.
Kenny taking down Simple. 30 seconds, 1 versus 3, and the bomb never planted in this round, and it never will be either. G2 now well within striking distance to turn this game.
I cannot believe they've held on like this. 12-14. The comeback is still here.
Hostia puta.
2 on Simple and Flamey. 21 on Almanac and 20 on Jax. For the G2.
No son capaces de cerrar la partida, Y es lo más peligroso, quedarte en 14 rondas.
Back to a save. Deagle being invested in by Electronic. Maybe a couple more. Pick one of those up. But for the most part, Na'Vi want to preserve what little economy they do have.
Electronic está jugando este mapa fatal.
Very, very good stuff.
You gotta give props to our desk, not that it's unusual, but they have pretty much called this one perfectly. A close, grinded out affair between these two teams.
You are right. Agreement that Na'Vi would, you know...
Vamos, Na'Vi, joder.
Team here, and they're close, they're right there, but the fact is the economy could be what stops them from actually making it to the finish line. Kenny, again, a lot of backup here in case they try and get close. They don't even have any grenades there on the Na'Vi side, so short of like an incredible Deagle kill, I'm not sure how you get close to this bomb site.
And Almanac has played this position at the A bomb site with a Krieg like 3 rounds in a row, over towards long, right at that corner, hold the line if they try and come up the stairs as well.
Yeah.
Actually, Na'Vi might be given a gift here. Shox is so close and so aggressive. They can trade this kill. He gives up his position and right through the wall. Flamey's got that. Boomich then peeks from the main choke point. Kenny is going to be forced back after being tagged. And now they're under pressure, but Almanac
Lleva
again.
3 putas rondas en la misma posición, tío, y siguen sin chequearla, pero por el amor de Dios, Na'Vi.
Clear this position without losing too much manpower, and he's doing it again. One more time for Almanac. And he's going to get G2 to 13. He's going to get them closer. It's only Flamey, and there he goes.
3 rondas seguidas a Amanek en la misma posición y no hay cojones de que la chequeen, macho.
He's a hero, especially in the second half as you set up at that A bomb site, but I think overall
Te regalo mi gato, no, gracias.
right now for G2.
Ya tengo esto. Ya tengo esto.
Great couple of rounds for Amanek and just
Right now.
14-13.
Los pelos.
Double in the hands of
El tío se sienta ahí, se tumba tan tranquilo.
what money they have to try and just get to 50.
Como te rasques en la alfombrilla.
They need it.
¿Por la ventana que vas?
They've been
¿Cómo te rasques ahí?
winning this map for
Algo me la estás dejando de pelos.
They need to find the
¿Qué?
last round somehow.
Eso es un maullido, tío. Eso es un maullido. ¿Qué has visto? Vamos, Na'Vi, joder. 17.
Probably not.
That double up, he picked that up quite some time ago.
And they're going to give it to Jax instead because of the health, so makes sense. Under a minute now.
Vamos, coño.
Grouping up outside of the B bomb side, it's Boomich just
Claro, tú chúpate la pierna aquí, hombre.
in over at,
Y tan feliz, chupándose la pierna.
It's gonna be time for a B execute.
41 espectadores, ¿qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando?
Some kind of presence, and unfortunately it's the wrong kind. It's the one that Kenny immediately picks up an easy kill. So does Jax with the ult, but they both fall after
Vamos.
that. Crumbles. Shox is coming in for a quick flank. It's all on Flamey to watch for that, and he does it well. Big kill for Flamey.
Yeah, that makes a difference. Now they know where the
Madre mía, Simper que no escapa.
¡No!
¡No!
He's got a big chance there, getting the kill. Now almost walking into it. He tries for the no-scope right for the wall. He runs and takes down Zeus. And he's hunting. He wanted to chase down Simple. He's already got.
Madre mía.
This is already out of control for Kenny. What a
Madre mía.
from him. But now, how does he get the defuse in? He's got the kit, but no smoke to really try and bait Simple in. He's going to go for the fight instead. Inside of the monster tunnel, look at the wall.
Vamos, Simpal, vamos.
15.
Vamos, niño.
See the relief on his face as well.
Mira que está guapa la camiseta,
It's taken off once you get to 15, but Na'Vi still have a lot to tough through. The economy is not going to be great.
¿Qué está pasando?
Despite the fact that they win that round, no.
¿Qué está pasando? Es por el gato, ¿verdad? Es por el gato. Es por el gato.
The unfortunate thing for Kenny, because that USP shot into water was.
Quieren ver el gato volador.
We obviously knew where both players were at one point, but it felt like he lost track of Simple. You could see him checking over towards Toxic Barrels, over towards the ramp and the sandbags. He thought Simple had gone towards the left, even at the end, checking that final corner to his left side. And Simple wins the one-on-one. 2 chances.
¿Overtime o no overtime? ¿Qué está pasando acá, Bayonetta?
Taking a turn for the worse here at the end for the French side. Again, I'm kind of impressed that they've managed to do this. I think
Hola.
specifically said Navi.
16-13.
He did, didn't he?
Sick freak.
Esto está colgado o algo.
Gonna get a chance to highlight that, isn't he? If
Algo ha pasado.
Yeah, he'll be although I think he would have been whether he got the prediction wrong or not. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, he was going to be pleased himself either way.
It's one of his strong suits, really.
It's best quality.
Round number 29 as well. Could even get a bit of overtime if we're real lucky.
Muy raro.
The last game of the day.
No, we have one more coming up.
Demasiado raro.
In itself, good news.
Yeah, that's going to be MIBR versus.
Es por el gato, ¿verdad? Es por el gato, ya lo sabía yo.
Oddly enough, a fun one.
Es por ti, Oreo.
Jackson Kenny holding control.
Me está haciendo aquí un marcaje tú que ni Sergio Ramos.
So also getting information as he sees no
¡Ah! ¿Por qué me muerdes?
I think Zeus lead with the Deagle.
Ya el tío como se lanza a morder,
Idea. Minimal exposure
¡Ah!
if anything goes badly.
Que soy yo, A mí no se me muerde, ya lo sabes.
$1,000 to play with, so being economy minded, I guess is the best way to put it.
Está tumbada la alfombrilla. Mierda. Electronic está jugando fatal, pero fatal, fatal, fatal. Ya está, ya ha pasado la ola. 6 espectadores.
You can either try and attack the door and keep him boxed in and try and wrap around. You know in that scenario there's likely a second player watching for just that. Or you can hustle forward towards the A-bomb site. Kenny's going to have another chance. He just barely gets away. Flashbang out, improvise on the run.
Yeah, that was very scary. They almost ran him down. Only 13 seconds on the clock here, Navi. And yeah, I think they're just going to back on out. There's no reason to
Madre mía, tío. ¿Pero qué están haciendo?
You wonder as well, because Kenny's been playing on the other side of the map for the entire second half here. So once you see him get a
Bueno, a ver si me sube la media, ¿no? ¿A qué no creo?
Yeah, why is he there?
What does that make for the rest of the defense? We just don't know.
Fair play. I like that adaptation
Sí.
because it feels like Kenny with this op in the second half hasn't been.
Había que poner otra webcam enfocando al gato.
Yeah, or at least they can try and dodge him, right? Like the only he's
¿Tú qué
doing a
dices?
great job in the A-bomb side, but that's when they actually
¡Te quiero comer!
¿Qué va a decir? Siempre dice lo mismo.
going somewhere else.
Quiero que me des la tita. Siempre dice lo mismo.
Maybe they have to even second guess that as we go into the third.
Quiero que me des la tita.
Navi and G2, what a fantastic game.
Esa es la voz que tendría.
I don't want to gloss over it. I really like the call for Navi to just save right at the end of that. They didn't have what they wanted. They didn't have what they looked for, so bail out. If you go forward and you just try and force the issue and lose, you've got nothing to play with in this round. At least here, they had some extra cash. As we mentioned, Zeus left over $1,000.
Otra vez, de pie.
And they can try again.
Otra vez de pie, aquí haciendo presión.
Look at how close they are. They're already through the monster tunnel. They're setting up with a flashbang. This could be absolutely deadly. There's the Molotov, and they're going to go right on Lucky. He had no idea. He saw the Molotov, but he thought, yeah, sure, that means eventually they're going to show up. Aminik and Jax, though, great return kills. And through the flash and the smoke, he almost could have had that. Looked like the angle was good enough, but still a 4 on 3 here.
¿Qué haces? ¿Me vas a morder la yugular, maldito cabronazo?
Look at the boost. Look at the boost on Kenny. Oh, he fell off of it. They can actually go for that. It's a weird scenario for the CTs to do it, but 3 players in 1 or Kenny with the first kill.
Overtime.
Now it's almost impossible here. Simple missing a chance and all.
Oh, madre mía.
4 people on the other side. I don't see how it can even happen.
Overtime.
Take him down and we're gonna get overtime.
Madre mía, tío, de un 10-5, Navi, por Dios.
That was, I mean, great defense being put up there in spite of the explosive play towards the bomb side.
Yeah, what a weird round. They switch positions. The T side comes through. The CT side has.
¿Me vas a pegar el zarpazo?
And the retake is already in position when they get into
Pelo sucio, te voy a llamar pelo sucio.
15-15, G2 complete the comeback. Fair play.
Overtime, tío.
Can't really say they didn't fight for it. That was hard way to get back into the game.
Mira que lo veía easy, para Navi, pero me están fallando, pero
I don't know. That opens it all up.
a unos niveles.
Money issues go away.
Well,
at least for a bit.
For now, yeah, for now. We'll see. The CT side can still run into some pretty terrifying money issues in overtime. If they'll lose the first 2 rounds, you don't have anything to fight with in the third. It's 10,000 start money and 3 rounds per
Pero
side.
¿quieres dejar de morderme el brazo? ¿Quieres dejar de morderme el brazo?
Especially for
¿Quieres dejar de morderme el brazo?
scary situation, as you can see Kenny S and Lucky both buying up the AWP with full utility. Puts them at right around 3,000.
Early grenades being exchanged over at long, but
Bigotudo este.
nothing much comes of it.
28 espectadores otra vez, pero ¿qué está pasando? ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos, chavales!
Follow-up nade. Kenny could have eaten a lot of damage there, just a little too far. But now he has to make a decision. You could see he's choosing to stick here. He can be wrapped around,
Orejón, gato orejón.
Simple trying to peer.
Que no gana G2, gana Navi.
Comes out, Kenny still holding, and he's found a kill. Goes for the follow-up, reagresses. There's no one now in bathroom flame. He's given up that.
Pero qué pasa, tío, qué pasa.
And because Jackson Lucky was so close all the way out of the B bomb side to help out Kenny, I mean that even that's a cool idea. That does mean giving up the B defense, but they can look for the tunnel to see if anyone's going to show
4 contra 4 y tiene que salir simple. Sí, 43 me sale a mí también.
It seems like Navi doesn't really know how to read it because Jax has switched position. He's got so advanced under ladder, he can flank very quickly. Yeah, Boomich, or excuse me, Electronic is mindful of it.
Yeah, but Boomich might be the only one who can save this round right now.
Madre
Might
mía.
be too late now that Flamey, but he's at least at the A bomb side.
Oh.
Open something up for the Navi side, and now that Zeus is getting shot in the back, I'm not sure it's going to be easy. Electronic has got the bomb, and he's all the way on the other side. Are they going to try and wrap around through CT spawn into the B bomb side? 15 seconds left. Lucky's on the side. They need to shoot him in the back right now. 10 seconds, and the bomb.
Otra vez sin tiempo, tío. Madre mía, tío.
I mean, there is
¿Nada?
a world in which that actually can work.
No sé.
Oh Lord, what a one tap. No real impact of the round, but not bad.
Smiting him, didn't he? Just.
Well, the one nice thing it's done. It's taken the ops away, so even in a victory, that shoes a
Madre
lot
mía.
for G2. They're going to recover. It's not going to be a disaster or anything like that, but it's something to just keep your eyes on for the next round. If they can't win this, the oppers are going to be really depleted in their defense. But yeah, Navi somehow.
Sí, no estoy jugando.
You're exactly right. They almost found their way in such a crazy situation where it felt like Navi didn't really know.
El campeonato de CSGO.
Still far back towards T spawn.
Está jugando Navi.
Seconds left in the round.
Yeah, they did seem confused. Setting up for what looks like a much quicker B execute this time. Grenade. Gonna be a little bit too soon into the tunnel. The Molotov there. That is a clutch grenade.
El gato. La clave es el gato.
And Navi.
Pues no me muerda.
Everything, but they actually did spend all of the smokes in this round, even setting this up. So they need to do something, but everybody's here from G2.
Oh, that is a huge gift. Right through the smoke, Boomich spams down Jax. I think that's like the second or third time we've seen him on the CT side get spammed through smoke. Simple over the top, looking for any kind of rotation. There's a timer on this, though, as the smoke fades, and Shox is going to get aggressive. Hiding inside of the smoke, just waiting, biding his time, and his time is now. Double kill for Shox.
La ha pillado con el humo en la mano, tío. Es increíble. ¿Verdad?
Got the gift through the smoke, but
Ahora estoy viendo platas. Estoy viendo platas en Navi.
That's a great way to recover. Navi, they committed to it with all the smokes and everything, and they just couldn't find a way through. I don't know if it was the Molotov in the tunnel or if it was a counter flash or what it was, but something slowed them down enough that they couldn't really do much. And now, two versus four.
Madre mía, tío.
Combination of the Molotov in towards Monster and also hearing all their own nades like being put out, like smokes in the bomb site as well. And you're just like, well, there's no way for us to really go through this. Kenny has the information, has the quick peek. A second round in overtime for G2, and now.
¿Qué es eso, tío?
Yeah, is that what did it for you?
Yeah, that was great.
Your bar for comedy is that low?
Qué desastre.
Listen,
Qué desastre de Navi.
It's like the couch thing, except maybe he's in a waterbed.
those have really gone out of style, haven't they?
Waterbed?
Se han hecho 5 rondas, De
This
las
is weird.
I think it's what
15 de
happens when
Terro
you-
y 2 de Overtime, de 17 rondas se han hecho 5.
And I think it was even proved that they're not actually good for your back at all. In fact, people,
Providing absolutely zero support.
yeah, everything. But it feels like it should be great.
It feels like it should, yeah. I think it's only fun when you're a kid. As you get older, They lose their magic. Final time.
Que no estoy haciendo nada con el directo.
It's their fourth one being used, and they're down 2 rounds in this first half of overtime. I think this is the first time since the pistol round in the first half that G2 has had a lead.
Electronic está jugando fatal. Fatal.
17-15 as well. If they take it in overtime.
Y a Zeus le está poniendo la presión con la experiencia que tiene.
All right.
Translate that.
I could, but I'm not gonna. Henny is having a great game. I mean, the CT side opening for him has been out of control, honestly.
It's crazy though. Like it feels like it's been like a quiet game for Kenny. Like I can't recall a whole lot of highlights out of him. Like he's just had solid kills, solid decisions, but you don't have those.
Yeah, it's true.
Have you seen any like frag movie type plays out of him in this game?
Not a lot, but I think that's
Madre
always the
mía,
nature
tío.
of CT side opening, isn't it? A lot of the time you will just be covering a corner and people step into that angle and die. And maybe it's been made. Yeah, it's just that
5 rondas han hecho 17, es que es lamentable.
Holy hell, Kenny's at 27 kills.
Yeah. Leading the server. Nearing the minute mark as Electronic is holding outside of B. Bomb is on simple. Looks like they want to go A eventually. Which could be fine, but Shox is there to have a little bit of an early.
Ni un busteo ni nada interesante hacen,
They both saw, but Shox is going to be a bit quicker this time.
Todas las rondas está llena, tío. Y es que no tiene sentido, tío.
Great teamwork out of G2.
And again, another double kill at Shox gets being aggressive, much like towards that B bomb site, and then he just falls back. No chance for a rebuttal. Jax spots out that position, and so does Lucky. Jax now recovers just in time. Na'Vi have been shut down in these 3 rounds of OT.
GG.
And they've got to win 3 in a row in this second half of overtime if they want to go to double. That is a
Malísimos, tío, malísimos.
half for G2.
It really is. What a great way to come back into a game. Not just come back, but force it into overtime, and then you take
Malísimos, tío.
3 rounds of the overtime, and you just need 1 more. If you're unfamiliar with the format, 19, the number that we're looking for.
The magic number. Some would say.
Exactly right. There are different formats. Some of them are,
16K.
Yeah, 5 rounds.
We've tinkered with 5 rounds.
I don't know. I don't have like an incredibly strong.
Qué decepción.
I do kind of like 16K, but maybe that's just me.
Qué decepción.
Yeah, that's a conversation for a different time.
Yeah.
Because you and I have 2 different opinions.
Han acabado 10-5, tío. 10-5 en la primer cuarto.
I also just don't feel that strongly about it anymore.
Oh, I still do. But it's a discussion, as I said, for another time. Overtime, starting up with that side switch, it's going to be Na'Vi on defense. They must win all 3 rounds in this CT overtime to continue the fight. G2 came back. Can Na'Vi?
Well, they've done a bit of chip damage, I guess, to G2.
10-5, Ha ganado la primera ronda, Na'Vi.
A couple of months ago or something, but even the 81 and the 87 there on Shox makes a difference when you're fighting with M4s.
Boomich almost just gets a kill through the smoke. That would have been beautiful. Almanac down so very low. He is just prime for a double kill, especially coming through a choke point like Monster. Because of that, he just backs away. He goes all the way back. He's going to throw the utility.
Yeah, volunteering to do that. You say utility, but he's got 1 Molotov, so he's just going to throw that.
So he's going to be watching the flank.
There we go. Molotov is in. Boomich waiting. Oh, dear God. That is not good. Like rats in a tunnel, Moses. Just call the exterminator. Flamey going to be taking down Amanek. That was
mucho con el AWP.
That was a problem.
Couldn't have gone better. No damage dealt to Na'Vi in that round. Not a single point transferred over from G2. So 16-18. Na'Vi fighting for double OT. Double up setup as well. Simple and Flamey with those.
Cómo juega Simper con el teclado así, completamente de lado,
I think maybe they went forward. I don't know, because like that first smoke fades, and
Tiene que ser cómodo jugar así.
Just wait an extra 3 seconds, but there was another smoke that had came in behind it. So I think Na'Vi had just refreshed it, like right when they decided to move forward. They might have even been timing that smoke to fade as they come through.
Toma.
Nice pick from Simple. He
Llévate la apuesta.
a couple times in the first half, and I don't think he had success.
No, he didn't. But that one was something.
Ah,
Sharks, a bit of damage from the fire
un tic de molo.
G2, one good opening to a round, one brilliant call. If you have any tricks up your sleeve that you could pull out, one round. That's all it takes.
No sabía eso.
Yeah,
La burrada, tío, o sea, es que está completamente así en vertical.
Krieg on electronic.
O sea, tienes que estirar un montón la mano para llegar.
But I mean, there are only so many kills to go
Lo
around.
veo más ortopédico. Ortopédico.
Context, Lucky ended the first half with 2 kills, and he's got more frags overall than Electronic.
Good point, yeah. So maybe it is a slightly more silent game out of him.
Yo es que lo tengo totalmente recto.
Seconds on the clock, though. Smokes are there. One Molotov unlucky. Yeah.
And it feels like I don't think G2 actually wants to attack this A bomb. So you see Jackson.
Yo lo tengo completamente recto.
I think they want to look for any aggression. Yeah, that's the thing. The flank that Electronic has over towards Party right now, he'll have a free kill onto Lucky.
Oh, and he sees the grenade coming out, so they should know really soon that nothing else is happening here. Still looking. There's Boomich going down. That Shocks with the kill could make a big difference here. 20 seconds. What are they going to do? Trying to get through the monster tunnel with the bomb here. Electronic taking down Jackson. I think this is going to crumble really soon. Na'Vi looking close now to getting the double OT. Bomb never going down in this round. Kenny in a 1 versus 3.
He actually
Te queda con AWP y Echo.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for Na'Vi to just throw everything they have. They have the money for this. Try and get this gun away. Zeus, I think he's just too slow in coming through Monster. There's going to be a chance. And oh, the pre-fire, and he's got it. That's massive. Kenny doesn't have any money. He only had 450. If he was to go down even before
La camiseta de G2.
the money, he would have been able to afford an op. But now
Yo tengo la de Navi, tío, no la de G2.
and goes down, so no op and no money.
Huge, absolutely.
Tengo la camiseta de Navi, no la de G2, cabrón, no me jodas.
And set it up for the double OT at this point. But it doesn't change the fact that a single opening headshot during a rush, anything like that could make the difference, and maybe that's exactly what we're going to see. Early grenades, early Molotov towards the elf end. They're going to take the sewers pretty quickly.
¿Qué pasa, Diamond? ¿Cómo estamos, tío?
They will. Jax leading the charge, running onto the site itself. Shocks goes down. Kenny with the pistol taking down one, and now Jax with a big
Madre mía. GG.
kill inside of the bomb site, and now Electronic and Simple. 2
GG.
versus 4. They are in so much trouble. G2, how have they pulled this out of nowhere?
You're going to love this, Anders. They've won with memes. Just a B-rush right at the end. Oh, and even the Molotov. Oh, he takes a little tick of damage. He does extinguish it, but Simple with the AUG. Him and Electronic for this retake for double overtime or a loss.
Winning with memes is the most delicious thing I can even imagine. Simple going to be going down. Jax with a
GG.
kill towards the end, and they shut them down in overtime. G2,
Madre mía.
that was a heroic performance to even get here at all. That, I mean, a tough loss for Na'Vi considering everything they put into it. Sushi looking almost despondent.
They all just look stunned.
Oh,
All right. So what's your feeling on the chest bumps up instead of high fives?
that's been my new favorite thing.
Yeah.
It just took one look at that, and I'm like, that's it.
Yeah, esports players chest
Madre
bump
mía,
each
tío.
other. There's nothing more spectacular than that.
Lo he puesto antes, el Twitch.
We need to start making that a thing.
Listen, we got to give a couple shout-outs as well, because first of all, to G2 as a team, what a resilient comeback that is.
Beautiful.
That is an incredible performance. I also want to give a shout-out to Kenny S. That last round with just a P250, no armor whatsoever. He finds a way to get a kill. And the other one would be our boy Lucky.
Yeah.
A god-awful first
Madre
half.
mía, tío.
But as we mentioned a couple times, finding a way to...
Ha ganado G2, puto nonillo de mierda.
He ends up having a pretty solid...
Qué puto asco.
G2 take it.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, what a test of a player, of him as an individual. Just being able to
Han tirado un 10-5, tío. Han tirado un 10-5.
Beautiful job from him personally, and what game?
Yeah, I didn't even really see that coming, to be honest with you. It looked like Na'Vi was just going to be able to cruise to a victory. So very, very grindy, but a nice win for G2. And we got them down with Smix to talk us through that incredible win.
Indeed, I'm standing here with Shocks after that incredible comeback. Let's go over that CT side, because that is where we saw G2 be able to fight your way back. How were you able to do so?
Multiple of things, but I just think that we had a couple of good wins, and we stayed together as a unite, and that was most important.
I feel like over this major, G2 has shown multiple times a lot of mental resilience. After that challenger stage, you had mentioned that there were a few mistakes that you needed to work on. What were those mistakes, and how comfortable does the team feel now?
Pues mira, menos mal que no ha puesto dinero, porque con el 10-5 lo hubiera apostado a Navi todo.
can't see right now.
Deja de morderme
There
ya.
have been several things
Pesado.
that were good in this game, but also several things like who we will have to fix for the next games, especially on the T side, I will say, as there was something missing. We were not really together, and I think how the approach we had on the side was not. I mean, overall, we didn't have the good reads. We didn't
Navi
have
siempre pierde el primer partido de los majors.
pretty hard to play against them.
Eso es una realidad y una maldición.
Yeah, if we have to play overpass, I mean, it will definitely be just stay strong as City as we are right now, and just try to fix what cost us almost the game today on T side.
Now with this victory, you're going to be playing Astralis next, which is very, very
Incluso han estado con
interesting.
15-12, tío.
As a team, you
Han
have
estado con
played
15-12 y
very,
no han
very
conseguido
long
ganar.
time. So, what are your thoughts on going up against the Danes?
Nothing more than any other teams, I will say. The most important is just to follow our way. We are growing since I would say Montpellier, where we had a really good showing, and we are just trying to capitalize on that and just improve a bit each day. So tomorrow, I mean today was a really strong opponent, Navy, so I'm really proud that we had the
Pues
win.
sí, pero el 8-2 lo tenían que haber liquidado.
So we'll see what
Y les han dado 3 rondas ahí.
a team like this and just continue to grow. That's kind of the feeling.
I think that's going to be an exciting match nonetheless. Congratulations
Bueno,
once again.
vamos a ver qué me cuentan por aquí.
Amazing showing from G2. We have one last game coming your way, guys. It's going to be MIBR taking on NIP.
Madre mía. Ah, no, mira, queda en Brasil contra NIP. Pero bueno, todos estos los tengo acertados, ¿eh? Madre mía, Navi, qué desastre. Bueno, chavales. Esta noche más directo. Bueno, esta noche con más directo. Adiós. Ya estaré jugando yo. Por supuesto. Venga, chavales, nos vemos.